Pay attention to the woman in the black hoodie. Her name is Destiny Williams.
Acts in logistics. His trips had become more frequent over the past 9 months, she explained, but she had no reason to suspect anything was wrong. He was, in her eyes, a loving husband and father. With her statement, the investigation now had a clear target. The digital ghost from the Gary Library and the man on the gas station footage had a name, a family, and a home address. The hunt was no longer for a shadow. It was for Marcus Patterson. In early November, the investigation culminated in the quiet suburbs of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Federal agents and local police arrested Marcus Patterson at his family home without incident. The man taken into custody seemed a world away from the predator they had been hunting. He was a suburban father whose neighbors knew him only as a quiet family man. Investigators had expected to find evidence of a trafficking kingpin. Instead, during his interrogation, Patterson offered a confession that twisted the entire narrative of the case. He did not deny his role in Destiny Williams' disappearance. However, he claimed he was not a willing participant, but a coerced pawn in a much larger criminal organization. Patterson explained that years prior, a severe gambling addiction had left him with an $85,000 debt to a man named Donnell Cruz, a formidable figure who operated between Chicago and Detroit. When Patterson couldn't pay, Cruz offered him an alternative. The debt would be forgiven if he agreed to recruit young women for Cruz's trafficking operation. His job was to create the fake profiles, gain their trust, and deliver them to a designated location. Patterson insisted to detectives that he had tried to back out, but Cruz had made it clear that failure to cooperate would result in the murder of his wife and 2 young daughters. He claimed he had only delivered Destiny because his own family's lives were under direct threat. To prove his story, and in a desperate bid for leniency, he gave investigators the one piece of information they needed to blow the case wide open: the address of an abandoned steel mill off Broadway Avenue in Gary, Indiana. He told them it was the central hub for Cruz's entire operation. Acting on the information provided by Marcus Patterson, a joint task force of FBI agents and the Gary Police Department organized a raid. The target was the abandoned steel mill off Broadway Avenue, a sprawling, decaying structure that was a relic of the city's industrial past. In late November, tactical teams converged on the location. They breached the building and found a fully operational human trafficking hub hidden within the rusting shell of the factory. The conditions were grim, designed to hold people against their will. Inside, law enforcement found and rescued 7 young women. They were between the ages of 18 and 23 from various cities across the Midwest, all lured by similar false promises. The discovery was a major victory for the task force, confirming Patterson's confession about Donnell Cruz's criminal enterprise.